Hey, guys, maybe you shouldn't. I mean, just maybe.
No. Let them fight.
You son of a bitch! You got me in the hand! They do know that they're supposed to hit each other, not just the swords, right?
It's called sword fighting. Not fighting.
Makes sense.
That's right, bitch. Turn your head and cough.
My background is in martial arts. I've been practicing martial arts since I was 16, and just various styles. But two of the biggest ones that I did in terms of swords was extensive study of Nami Ryu, Kenjutsu, and Kendo. Now, I'm not going to ever say that I'm like a high dan or anything like that. I would never say that because I was just not in those studies for long enough. But I was in those studies long enough to learn how to cut and properly handle a blade. So when I'm cutting, I'm actually putting a lot of power into these cuts. I'm not just swinging it like a baseball bat. You know, I'm actually throwing some technique in at it. We have this oak brush growing around on my family's property up here in Bayfield, Colorado. It grows all over the place, and it's really tough stuff. It's no joke. It's very, very dense, very hard stuff, especially when it's dried out. It's just very difficult to cut through. It takes several swipes with a good axe to actually cut enough to kind of break it in half. Anyway, sorry if this is a little rambling. My first time doing it, and I don't necessarily have a script or anything. I'm just kind of watching the video myself and kind of adding in a little commentary. Again, I'm trying to show that this thing can take a beating. And like I said, I was very pleasantly surprised. From my understanding, from things I've seen on YouTube and experienced beforehand, Cold Steel makes a decent product. It's not necessarily a $3,000 sword, but it'll cut. It'll do its job. It's very good for like someone who's getting into cutting. And honestly, I think with this sword, it can go up against some of the higher end ones and do just fine in a competition. It depends on, of course, technique and how well you're able to sharpen it. Speaking of which, this edge that's on there is what came out of the box. I didn't do any honing or anything. I was going to do a tabletop review and unbox the sword. However, unfortunately, this sword came in a box that was just destroyed, and it was kind of pointless. Unboxing video would have been pointless. It's just like, oh wow, there's the sword right there, sticking out of the box. So, and that's not like a thing on Cold Steel. It's more of a thing on FedEx, I think, is where I got it from.
Still straight. Everything's nice and tight still. I'm impressed. It's pretty rough. This just means that we're going to step it up a notch. We're going to start trying on some oak, and we'll go from there.
Did I stop recording?
I'm going to grab one real quick. This is a piece of oak brush from around here. This is actually a tall order for some of our axes, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to use the other edge, the other side, and go from there. That was a hard hit. Cut into there.
See that right there? I'm gonna grab the axe real quick so you can have some reference.
Okay.
Just how hard this is to cut.
Yeah. I'm gonna do one more swipe while he's grabbing the axe. I'm gonna use the edge I used before on the pine. I'm not seeing any deformation on the edge at all. And I'm giving it some pretty good swipe. I'm hitting the damn thing hard.
See those? Okay.
That is insane.
Nothing swing with the axe.
Yeah. So this is a 3.5 pound axe. You already seen the damage that the sword will do.
I'm gonna roll it so I'm not hitting the same spot.
Yeah. We'll see what the axe does in comparison.
Okay, right?
Go ahead. Whew, damn.
Yeah.
Show them that. It's
You see, it's a lot deeper than the sword, but again, this is a tool that's made to chop wood. But you can see this is not easy to get through.
yeah. It's pretty dense stuff. That's why I was surprised it hasn't done anything to the edge. All right. Okay, so I am by no means planning on cutting through this. I'm just showing you, like, as a different chop, what's going to happen. God dang. That was a hard hit, too. Where did I hit it?
I'm not 100%.
Oh.
Oh, we got a cut right here.
Okay.
You see, it just
Took a piece
scooped
out.
all that out. Very smooth, clean cut, actually.
Still not really much to talk
Yeah.
about on the edge. It's still pretty sharp. It's not going to shave any hairs, but it's still usable. Let's try one more cut like that, and then we'll go from there. Been so long since I've done any cuts, so it might be a little bit sloppy.
Sloppy second cut.
Whew, I felt that in my hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my coat.
See, he hit basically the same place, shaved off another layer, stopped about the same place. And actually, he got just right over that one. There's the first cut, and here's the second.
So, if I pull this out, I get to be king, right? Ha!
King of the whores, maybe.
That's all I've ever wanted.
All I ever wanted.
All I ever wanted.
Oh man, I'm surprised. That is crazy. I got this on sale, and I'll probably talk more about that in the review. But I got this on sale for like $205, and it's holding up this well. Flip it around maybe, because I think this one. There we go. I'm just gonna do a downward chop into the top of it. See what happens there. Whew, I missed it. Or did I hit it? Oh, I took a little bit off. Right here. Or is that already off?
I'm not sure exactly. Chopping on the smallest part of it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I think he did take a little off.
Okay. Ah, still freaking just shaved the edge. I think I just barely hit it. We'll try again.
Doesn't matter.
So I keep just shaving little pieces off. Right there.
That's that. This guy right here. Okay. You want to try again? Or?
One last time. I want to try and hit more in the middle. But like taking these little shavings off has been like effortless. It's like I'm not even feeling any resistance. Recording. Fuck me, dude. You missed
No
it
damage.
completely. What'd you hit?
A log.
Let's try that again.
Okay. Shit.
I'm leaving it recording. This is all in real time.
You ever feel glad that you don't have a sense of shame? Yeah, me either.
Just don't hit the logs at me.
Okay.
Scared for my children.
All right, this way. Right?
Yep.
Not a good cut. Smashed it.
You weren't
but
moving fast enough, but it
Nah.
still, it cut it all right.
I was a little hesitant. Mostly I just dented it and smashed it.
Yeah, that's all right though.
Yeah.
Still, you did good edge alignment.
Let me
So,
try one more thing.
all right, ready?
Ready?
Go. You got to be moving faster. On the lighter targets, you have to move faster. Here you go. Try cutting away from me and coming down, and just try and haul some ass on that.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. Nope. Still too light. It's really hard when it's just styrofoam.
I'll try one more time.
That was something.
That's the lid getting knocked off.
Oh. Here, oh, I was gonna say let me try, but never mind.
No, you can
Okay.
still do it.
Okay. Oh fuck.
And just look who was giving me shit. Just kidding.
All right. Let's
Check the damage on that. I was smacked into a log twice.
Oh, it's fine. It ain't doing shit. If it didn't do anything on the oak, I doubt it'll do anything on the pine.
Trying to figure out where we hit this stuff.
Let's try this thin. I mean, this thin thing. I didn't say that. You got to put it up higher so they can see it in frame. Tell me if you can see that. Ah, careful. It's I don't know how well you can see that. It cut a little bit deeper than the axe did on the oak. I'm gonna do one more. I'm thinking the bark will give us a good indication as to what the edge is doing. God damn it.
Well, then,
Where the fuck did I even hit it? I must have hit just barely the fucking top. Okay. Am I in frame right here?
you can step a little closer and be more in frame.
I'm all right here.
Chopped off a piece of bark.
So again, you don't want to necessarily be doing this type of cutting with the sword. This is just like abuse, seeing what it can handle. You will most likely void the warranty if you're swinging your sword like this. So if it gets all messed up, you're pretty much eating that, how much it costs. So if you're willing to do that, this is a good sword for it. It hasn't really shown much damage. You will have to be sharpening after a while though. I'm gonna do a split, and then I think we'll call it good at that, and we might do some more.
Well,
cutting.
got the cardboard tube still.
Oh yeah, fuck.
That'll be a good way
Okay.
to tell how well the edge held up.
Ready?
Ready?
Just cut a little piece off. Alright.
Tube?
Trying a little bit. No, give me that one more time. Let's try and do some kendo. Anyway. Ready?
Ready? Okay.
Now we'll try a cardboard tube. Do we got something to put in the log that'll hold the tube up? Are you still recording?
Yeah.
I mean, this thing has been abused, and it's taking it like a champ. Still no rattle, everything's tight. All right. I knew it was gonna fall.
Want to tell them what kind of tube it is?
It's a mailing tube, so it's compressed cardboard.
Yeah.
It might not be as tough as the stuff that they do on the actual Cold Steel videos, but it's still some pretty tough stuff. I don't know what stuff they use on there, what rating it is, but this stuff it's hard to compress.
Might take a swipe.
Yeah, you can take a swipe.
Okay. All right, right.
Yep. Whoa, shit.
Bad edge alignment. You might be able to tell he does more with swords than I do.
No, you hit the log.
I hit the log?
Yeah. So your edge alignment was okay. It's just you hit the top of the log.
Oh. Let's show them that in frame so I don't look like such a, you know.
So I don't know how well you can see it, but he cut through here. That's where it started tearing when I just did that. He hit the top of the log here, and that's what made it fly. So I can't really, I might be able to do one more swipe on that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Want me to do it or you?
You got it.
Okay. I'll cut away from the camera maybe.
Okay.
I'll be like the Witcher. No, just kidding. Okay, ready?
I'm just trying to remember my Polish folk music. I can't.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of shithole.
A valley of shithole.
Well, because that was a shit cut. Okay. This is really not the best way of doing this because it's literally hanging on by a thread. And I don't know if my sword's going to be moving fast enough to actually go through the tube. So we'll see. Oh, fuck. Missed.
You okay?
I'm fine.
We'll edit that out.
It's just more abuse. I just hit the tip on the floor. I don't know if you saw that.
The hitting the ground wasn't in frame.
Okay.
But it
Ready?
was a fast cut. I could hear it whistling.
I know I wasn't moving fast enough. Where did you even cut it?
I don't know which end.
I hit it right here.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I cut a little bit. It just didn't go through. I'm gonna do one more on the log with
Show me,
the
I can
tube on it.
try to push some of this out.
Oh no! Don't be a shithole.
How did the camera pick that up?
All right. I'm just gonna come from this angle. I don't want to hit the fucking cars though.
You didn't say that either.
Yeah, I'll do over here.
We need to move some of that out of your way.
Ready? This is pretty much as hard as a hit I'm going to be able to do with this thing. I don't know if you saw that, but I did a Happy Gilmore wind up and just smacked the heck out of it. Let's see what it did to the log underneath. So, here, bring it here.
Let's cut it away.
So it cut into the cardboard, and let's see. We'll use the pommel. Okay, ready?
Right.
You gotta hold it. Have that big.
Is it moving?
That's what she said. Okay, now can you pull it out? Ah, hell, we'll just hit it again. Okay, right there.
That's on there tight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it hard.
With the sword?
Yeah. Okay, ready?
Right.
Or you go get that.
Unless my eyes deceive me, you more or less hit the same place, just on a different part of the tube.
What? Oh wow.
See? There's just one
Well,
big
flip it
cut.
around. Maybe I'll hit it one more time and the tube will come off.
Might have to hit
Yeah,
the
I'll
other
come on
side.
the other side. Okay. Only problem is I'm going to be hitting it towards the camera or towards the cars.
Well, maybe just try to aim that way.
And it's not going to hit a part that hasn't been cut yet. Whoa! Hit horizontally and I'll chop down at it.
Okay. Let me adjust the camera.
I know when you're ready. Gotta keep all this shit out of my way. Keep tripping over it. This one will probably have some hand shock to it.
Almost ready for you.
I think we're getting a slight curve going this way from the tang.
Okay, you're good.
I'm gonna hit it on the other side. See if it corrects the problem. I didn't hit the right spot. Missed it again. There it goes.
Hi, turkeys are running.
Turkey.
You can see that in the background.
Freedom!
Okay. There you go.
Like I said, this is not what you want to do to your sword. Sticking in the ground, things like that, that's not what you do with your swords. Smacking it into a log, doing things that are meant for like an axe. There's a reason why we have axes. Okay. So yeah, it's taken it pretty well. You can see there's a lot of really deep slashes into this pine. And this is dried pine. I mean, we literally just took it off my brother's firewood stack. So I don't even know if that's in frame, is it?
Yeah, you're in frame. I'd
Yeah.
tell you if you weren't. Your face isn't, but you know the pine
That's
wood
fine.
is.
So let's see. It's got just ever so slight of a tilt going this direction from the handle, but it's negligible. The handle, the guard, the pommel, everything's still rock solid. It's another thing. Smacking the flat, not necessarily a good thing for the sword. Yeah, not terrible. I mean, there are a heck of a lot of there's a lot of swords that I would say is a lot worse than this. You're getting your money's worth. It's not necessarily designed to be super elegant or anything like that. It's not like it's going to win Blade of the Year, but it doesn't look bad at all. The feel is good. The handle's a bit long for a bastard sword, but like I said before, that's just a cosmetic thing. They could call it a hand and a half, you know, because technically you do have a hand and a half of handle here before you get to the pommel. If you want to be technical, that's technically a hand and a half. It is on the longer side of things, handle wise, but not blade wise. So it's kind of like in between. taking this kind of abuse and coming back for more. Now I'm bending the tip. Tip still straight. Bending it pretty far one direction. It springs right back. You know, you can do a lot worse for this price range. I've seen swords that are just like, you get like $100 or something like that, and it's like nothing more than a wall hanger. This I got for $205. It was on sale on Amazon from the Cold Steel shop on Amazon. Okay. So it was on sale, but again, you're getting your money's worth. $205 for this thing. Are you kidding me? You know, I mean, look at this. It's still straight.
Nice.
You know, this is really good for someone who wants to get into it, but doesn't necessarily want to buy a $1,500 sword and have it break while they're doing shenanigans in their backyard, or while they're just getting into it, you know. One of the things I like to cut is ice because it simulates bone fairly well. It's not 100% because it doesn't act in the same way, but it's hard. It's a hard material to cut through. And you have a certain thickness of ice. It's very close to how it would react with bone. The only difference is the hardness. Ice isn't as hard as bone, yada, 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 that sort of thing. But it's still really hard to do on the blades. There's a reason why in Forged in Fire, they break a lot of blades on ice. It is tough on the blade. Smacking it into this stump is very tough on the blade. Okay, it's not something that you want to do with a sword, usually, okay? But I wouldn't feel bad going on the battlefield if it were way back in the day. I would not feel I was about to say undergunned, but it essentially unarmed with this type of thing. This I would feel good taking onto the battlefield. It would survive, you know. It's not the most elegant blade, but it's balanced well. You get really good cuts with it. Has a good point for getting into like niches of armor and stuff like that. I can't really say a lot bad about it. I was expecting it to start having trouble, especially with it having a screwed cap and everything on the end instead of it being peened, like traditionally peened. But no, it took it. It's taken all the abuse. We're not done with this sword. We're gonna keep abusing it and keep hitting things with it, and we're going to eventually try and get to a point where we think it won't survive. And if it survives all that abuse, like I said, you're getting your money's worth. It's not that bad a sword by any means. So anyway, I'll have a tabletop review, probably the video before this one. If you want to know a little bit more about the specifics of this sword, this is kind of just a cutting test. And yeah, we'll go from there. See you on the next one. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell, all that stuff. And yeah, we'll see you then.
I hate you. I hate you.
Man,
I hate you.
he really hates that sword, doesn't he?
Of course. He knows it was the sword that killed his father, not the one who wielded it.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Wait, that don't make no damn sense.